Sheriff Andrew Bierce states that everything in this case points to an accident, but the death remains under investigation by his office and the Ohio Department of Fish and Wildlife. Mr. Morgan was a longtime resident of Medina County, and according to the family spokesperson, private funeral services will be held sometime next week at a date yet to be determined. In other news,
media was 2. The custodian of record is Medina County Sheriff's Department. Going off the record, the time is 10:44.
That's it. I think we could agree that my client did not commit murder. The way the body of Mr. Morgan was decimated clearly points to an attack by a non-human entity. My client doesn't have any history of substance abuse or mental illness. The fact that his recollections of the facts sound strange could be accredited to, let's say, a state of shock or possibly a temporary loss of memory.
That may all be true, ma'am. I just have a hard time writing my report and saying that an individual who was at the murder scene states that an alien force came down to Earth and killed a local hunter, that the wind got him, that he fired shots at the wind. Detective McCoy, what's your take on all this?
Bear.
Excuse me?
I truly believe it was a black bear attack.
No!
Now, I know it might sound strange to all of you, but coroner's reports suggest that it was an animal attack. Now, whatever killed our victim had to be of considerable size and not some small creature. I believe it was a bear.
In Ohio? In Medina County?
Sure, I mean, it's rare, but it's happened in the past. There are videos all over social media taken by people on their properties, by their cabins down south. These animals cross-migrate across state lines. Sheriff Bierce had an encounter several years ago.
Slow down, Krista. You have some doubts here, Ed?
The young man would have seen a bear, Detective. Now, don't you think it's strange? He only finds his uncle when it's too late for him to do anything. And no bear in sight at all.
Nothing strange about it. The detective and I had this discussion earlier. I consulted a prominent zoologist. He believes that the bear was lost in the field. When the dog attacked, he became aggressive. It matches my client's testimony.
This still doesn't explain your client's out-of-this-world story. Now, how did he put that weird occurrence in the field?
Are you suggesting that my client is a suspect? There's no actual evidence that my client was involved in any type of foul play. It was his uncle, for God's sakes. Where's the motive?
The coroner's report describes very unusual damage to the body. The victim's entire hand was completely torn off. We were unable to locate this body part at the scene, and it's still missing. My investigation is not over yet, and before we incite panic and end up with a bunch of dead bears on our hands, I would recommend that you let me complete my investigation. Sheriff Bierce?
I agree, Krista. Continue your investigation. Alert hunters and locals throughout the county. Let's do some more work. Who knows? Might just find this damn bear. At the same time, I'd like you to advise your client to be available and cooperate as needed.
Absolutely, Sheriff. He's a rational and educated young man.
Good. Very good. We all on the same page here?
Sure, Sheriff Bierce. We all want to solve this mystery as soon as possible.
From WOHI Channel 10 Studios in Akron, Ohio, the news at noon with Leah K. Lee.
a retired Medina County man was found dead on his rural property about 15 miles southwest of Medina. Hugh Morgan, an avid hunter and fisherman, was found in the woods by his nephew, who alerted the local police. According to the Medina County Sheriff's Office, the death may be the result of a hunting accident.
I don't care what they say on the news. God knows the truth. And she does too.
No! Let go of my dog!
Trust me, that dog sees and hears what's coming from the other side. Are you going back to California after the funeral?
No, I made arrangements to stay in Medina for the month. I have some extra research for my book. I was thinking of going up to Uncle Hugh's property.
No! For God's sake, William, no man should go out to that place. That damn thing. That's just the mailman. I'll go get it. You just finish your coffee. Just bills. I don't know the last time I got a personal letter. Or a postcard. Just bills. Oh, this one's for Hugh.
Can I see it? Uncle Hugh said he had some information he wanted to tell me, but...
Go ahead. Open it. He had all his mail sent here. It was almost like he was in hiding in that crazy cabin. No TV, no internet, no phone. Just him and that poor dog. So what is it?
Not sure, some video he shot, I guess. I didn't know he was interested in videography.
I don't know anything about that.
Do you mind if I take this stuff with me? It might give me some clues as to what he wanted to talk to me about.
Sure. You know, when you called a few months ago and said you were coming, oh, he was so excited. He was in such a good mood. I just don't know what's going on. But there's always a reason for everything, and the Lord put you in the middle of His plan.